Hello and welcome to Education Closet. We are an online resource for arts integration and STEAM professional development. And my name is Susan Riley. I'm the founder of Education Closet, and I am so glad that you're here and that you have found us. One of the things that we like to do here at Education Closet is to ensure that everybody is comfortable and clear with what arts integration is and how we can use it in our classrooms. So we want to make sure that everybody is on the same page, and that is what this area is for. Here you're going to find tools that you can use, articles and resources that will match what you're looking for, and we're also going to give you a really good foundation in how to bring arts integration and STEAM to your school. There's a couple of ways that we do that. The first is getting really clear on what our definitions are of arts integration and STEAM. So for us, arts integration means that we are interweaving a fine art standard with a content area standard of study that is naturally aligned and equitably assessed. So we are aligning and assessing naturally connected standards in and through the arts. In STEM, which a lot of folks are a proponent of STEM, and we love STEM, but we feel like there is a key piece missing. So for us, STEM means that we are focusing on the process and inquiry of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when we start to take a look at where students are going with STEM, what's missing is the hands-on application piece. And that is where the arts can really come in and offer a truly magnificent opportunity. So for us, STEAM uses the design principles and processes from the arts to manipulate science, technology, engineering, and math. So arts act as the catalyst for STEM. STEAM truly is STEM and arts integration combined. Now, we have a variety of resources here for you that will dive deeper into those definitions and break them apart. This page, however, will lead you on the journey of what is truly a part of the arts integration and STEAM approach. There are 4 cornerstones to this approach that you're going to need in order to help you get started. Because arts integration and STEAM are not a curriculum. They're not a set of really great strategies. Instead, it's truly a paradigm shift in how we teach so that we provide a learning opportunity for our students that enables them to capture all of the 21st century skills that they are going to need. So, what does that look like? Well, the 4 cornerstones that we have are as follows: exploration, strategic framework, professional development, and implementation. Now, in the exploration stage, what that means is that we're really getting to know arts integration and STEAM. So we're diving deep in there. We're figuring out, what does this look like overall? What are the components involved? What are the pieces that we need to know about? Are we really clear on our definitions? And probably most importantly, what does that look like for us? What does that look like in my classroom or in my school or in my district? Arts integration and STEAM are not cookie cutter approaches. They're going to look different depending on your own school culture, your backgrounds, your own student population, and the teachers that are in your building. So in the exploration stage, we're really capturing what is it about this approach that is meaningful for us? How are we going to use it? And how is this naturally going to unfold for our students? In the next part, the strategic framework, this is where the nuts and bolts happen. This is where we're starting to pick up those strategies that we need. And we're starting to take a look at what are the core components that we're going to need to have in place in order to make this a reality in our school. So we have things like the lesson plan templates, assessment templates. We have an assessment alignment guide. We have curriculum maps. These are all things that we need to set in place so that our teachers can be successful at implementing this kind of an approach. In professional development, That's where we're really taking a look at all of the professional learning needs that our teachers are going to require. And it's not just a typical professional development with one big meeting, staff meeting, that we kind of get a brief on what it is and what it's not, and here you go, here's a couple of strategies and let's go. It's much more in depth than that. So in professional development, with this kind of an approach, teachers really need to have an understanding of, yes, what are those strategies, but how do you take those strategies and then weave them into a lesson so that it becomes more than the strategy? It truly becomes how students are learning, and it reflects that in the lesson implementation. You also have to really take a look at, how are we going to assess this? How are we going to look for specific items in our classrooms to make sure that there is consistency, but that consistency isn't really bogging us down, that we still have some flexibility in the model. The final piece, the final cornerstone of this approach is all about implementation. And as we know, this is so often where we all can fall down, kind of like the Humpty Dumpty piece. This is where really the rubber meets the road. So we need to start taking a look at, how are we implementing this? We're going to give teachers the opportunity to use this approach, but we can't restrain them with a series of checklists that they're required to fill out. Instead, what's the frame? What is the expectation for using this approach? How is it going to manifest itself? What are we learning along the way? And reflecting on that and making key adjustments so that the approach really takes off for our teachers and our students. As you can see, these 4 cornerstones really can't live in and of themselves. They rely on each other. And there's not a set way that you have to implement it. While you could go through the cornerstones as I've just laid them out for you, and that would make logical sense, you may already be dabbling in certain areas. So it's important to take stock of where you are and to know where you need to go. And that's what's so great about this page. If you scroll down, you're going to be able to see tools that you can use for your own resources. Now, many of them are only available to our Learning Studios members. Our Learning Studios is a monthly membership professional development platform that provides all of these tools in addition to all of our online classes and our online conferences. So all of those tools will be available to our Learning Studios members. However, you will see that certain ones are hyperlinked, which are already on this site, so you can explore specific tools that just to get you started. You'll also find really helpful articles and resources that have been aligned to each of those cornerstones. So if this is your first time here, or if you're a regular visitor but need to make sure that you're on the right track, this area is going to really help you out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope to see you on your journey for arts integration and STEAM.